While diet and exercise play a major role in most people with diabetes, they can't explain cases in people like Crystal Tubbs. She has type 1 and type 2 diabetes, despite the fact that she's always eaten right and exercised.
Nobody in my family, even to this day, has diabetes type 1 or type 2, so it really was quite surprising.
Surprising not only to Crystal, but to doctors who were puzzled by what they've seen when it comes to diabetes.
It has resulted in an explosion and an epidemic, if you will, of obesity and type 2 diabetes in various developing countries. And this is really a global pandemic, if you will.
So to better understand diabetes, Dr. Sanjay Rajagopal is taking a different approach. He and his research team at Ohio State University Medical Center are looking at more than just the foods we eat, but the air we breathe. In a recent study, they exposed young mice to higher levels of air pollution and saw surprising results.
What we found was when you expose animals very early on in life, over a duration of 6 to 8 weeks, they do develop very subtle abnormalities in metabolic dysfunction.
In other words, the mice became pre-diabetic, and the only difference was the air they were breathing. Air that is typical in many Asian cities where pollution often goes unchecked. So why is that an issue here?
Pollutants tend to travel. Large clouds of dust, for instance, can be transported across oceans and can wind up in the western seaboard of the United States from China.
That's intriguing to Crystal. As a diabetic who is expecting her third child, she says the more we learn now, the more proactive we could be in the future.
So if you knew that environmental triggers could put yourself at risk or your children at risk for developing a disease, certainly you would take every precaution to avoid those.
At Ohio State University Medical Center, this is Clark Powell reporting.